Workshops like this are very important to give people the tools. The voluntary helpers in the community, the professional health workers, ever in the community, including potential clients or people themselves, be given the tools to understand this thing called mental health. And I think the Deadly Thinking program is a fantastic program because one of the things about Deadly Thinking program is to be able to bring people from out of the region into the region, so they're neutral and they're impartial to the politics and the situation within that community. And people like Jonathan Link, who are very inspiring to me, very committed, and known him for a few years and have worked with him for over a few years. People like that who come into communities like this and bring this Deadly Thinking project to the community is very important.
I found that the Deadly Thinking program was succinct, and it was an ability for people to undertake some of these new learnings through things that they've witnessed within their community. It's given me the ability to share those things which are quite common in community. You know, loss through through suicide, some of them unhealthy choices. My role is to give them options and choices, how they can empower themselves to look at support.
This kind of workshop is really beneficial for Yolngu non-Indigenous people, and I would like to see more of this type of program being presented out here, and especially brought out and to train the people, to train their own people here.
It was a way of getting your feelings out and listening to other people, and not putting them down or insulting them in any way.
Everybody endures anxiety. Everybody endures some sort of depression or depressed state in their life at one time of their life, whether it be in their youth, whether it be in their adult life or when they're older. Health problems in all shapes, forms and all societies. Maybe in the Indigenous context, we're now looking at a clinical focus. Back in the old days, they would go to the old people and talk about their issues.
Here in Nhulunbuy, suicide is a big risk. We have a lot of deaths here every now and then from suicide.
That's what's important about this program, is about who do we yarn to when we're feeling those times of, you know, that crisis or that feeling that stress in our lives, those triggers that activate our bad thinking.
I know there's a lot of drinking and smoking, yeah, marijuana, all that stuff.
Once you see your parents get involved with drinking and drugs and violence and stuff, it just automatically goes into your head. Okay, this is what they're doing, maybe I should do that too.
It's important that we yarn, and what happens is, especially with us men, we don't talk to our loved ones a lot. We tend to bottle it up, and those feelings over time build and build until a family has a crisis, and then you're having domestic violence.
Can't put a finger on it, they can't understand why, they just say, my Leon, my spirit feels no good. We've got to be able to draw the picture and show them how hard it is and make them aware what depression, anxiety and all those ailments really mean and what it looks like, if you can.
With this program, it helps them reshape their thinking about their responsibilities, because we're also turning to people who we feel trusted and safe with. For men, their job is hunting and gathering, not that nurturing kind of stuff. And so we found men opening their hearts and their minds and releasing things that have been bottled up maybe all their teenage life into their adult life, and now sharing their stories of some of these hurts and their pains. I looked in their face and it was like, wow, this has meaning to me. I can remember those things.
It won't happen overnight, but it takes time to be able to adjust to the head of them young people. Not just young people, it's all ages. People that have been there, done that, they still need help.
Once you've had participants finish the one-day workshop, they're in awe with this new learnings, and they say, geez, wish we had someone like you to help with this a long time ago.
it's people like me to take on board and to use it and to make younger people, younger generation.
It's for all people, health workers, carers, consumers, people who want to advocate for the betterment of their fellow man.
Deadly thinking is such a powerful tool to give people tools to be able to rise above, you know, the state they're in. And
a lot of the programs that I've attended, such as the Assist program, the Indigenous Mental Health First Aid program, they take 2 or 3 days learning. And if you've got responsibilities such as if you're a carer, if you're you've got other responsibilities, it makes it really hard for you to participate. With this one day, workplaces allow people to attend the 6 hour, 7 hour program. Once people have undertaken deadly thinking, they own it, they can then share it with their family. Because when there's critical times in their lives, they can pull out that Changes No Worries booklet and say, hey, are you going through this at the current moment? And you can sit down, and it's in terminology which is understandable through all ages and all levels of Aboriginal society.
I'll tell our CEO tomorrow how wonderful it went. It was very good to be there and learned a lot actually from inside where I was there today. Yeah. I know there's a lot of people who will want to do this type of thing.
this will empower people mentally in their own social and emotional well-being. I think it's a very important investment if we're talking about closing the gap in this country.
You talk about it because it makes you feel better. And currently I'm going through that situation with my brother where he thinks alcohol just solves the whole problem. And when he's sobered up, he says, no, I'm okay. I'm going to go home and have a word with him.
They've opened their eyes and their mind at looking ways differently, to have deadly thinking. Rather being reactive, be proactive about making change. I believe this should be nationwide. To me, this is their road to healing.